Driftside.
Many years ago, two regional powers would form a strong relationship, one that would shape the history and cultures of not just Africa, but even Europe.
It is believed that nothing good grows from the desert. While this might mostly hold to be true, over 600 years ago, the Sahara Desert provided the grounds for the growth of an international relationship between two empires. The desert provided the route for trans-Saharan trade between the Kanem-Bornu Empire and the Ottoman Empire. These two empires eventually maintained very close diplomatic and commercial relationships with each other. The now defunct Kanem-Bornu Empire was founded in 1380 after a war in the 9th century between two rival Kanuri clans called the Zagawa and the Sefar, with the latter defeating the Zagawa and attaining power over the region stretching from parts of Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon, to as far as Libya. They made a town known as Ngazargamu their capital and established trade relations with neighboring nations. The Ottoman Empire, also defunct, was established in the year 1299, much earlier than the Kanem-Bornu. Founded by Osman I, a leader of Anatolia, one of the tribes of Turkey. The empire's name, Ottoman, was derived from the Greek pronunciation of Osman's name, Othman. The relationship with the Ottomans was established over 200 years later by the May Idris Aloma of Bornu in the year 1576, during the reign of Sultan Murad III of Turkey. They established diplomatic relations and traded in goods such as agricultural produce and slaves in exchange for guns, gunpowder, cloth, saddles, and other finished goods from the Ottoman Empire. The trans-Saharan trade route played a vital role in connecting the Ottoman Empire with Bornu. This route facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between the two entities. This relationship would last for over 500 years, leaving a legacy that can be seen in both countries in the realms of fashion, religion, and the traditional administration. In addition to goods, the trans-Saharan trade route also facilitated the spread of Islam between the two empires. The Ottomans, a leading Sunni Muslim power, played a significant role in promoting Islamic education and scholarship in Bornu. This cultural exchange helped to strengthen ties between the two empires and fostered a sense of shared identity. The relationship between the Ottomans and the Kanem-Bornu was a complex and ever-changing one. While there were periods of cooperation and mutual benefit, there were also periods of tension and conflict. Ultimately, the decline of both empires led to a weakening of ties. However, the legacy of their interactions can still be seen in the shared cultural and religious heritage of the two entities. One of fate's twists to the relationship is the shared genetics that birthed two individuals who became international figures, Ahmet Ali Shelikten and Petrovich Abram Ganibal. Ahmet Ali Shelikten, also known as Izmirli Ahmet Ali, was born in 1883 in the town of Izmir in Ottoman Turkey. He underwent military aviation training in Germany to become a Turkish aviator of Afro-Turkish ethnicity. He is regarded as the first black pilot in aviation history. While Shelikten was born and raised in the Ottoman Empire, he had a strong connection to the Kanem-Bornu Empire through his mother's lineage. His mother, Zenshie Emine Hanim, was of the Kanuri tribe of the Kanem-Bornu Empire. Ahmet was married to a Greek woman, Hatice Hanim, who was resident in Turkey. He retired from the Air Force in 1949. Petrovich Abram Ganibal, born in the 17th century in the town of Logone Birni, the capital of the Kingdom of Logone, a vassal state of the Kanem-Bornu Empire. Although from the ruling class of the Kanem-Bornu, where his father was the Sultan of Logone Birni, he was captured and sold into slavery as a child. For a year he was a slave at the court of the Ottoman Emperor Ahmed II. he was sent as a gift to the Tsar of Russia, Peter the Great, arriving in Russia in the year 1704. On interacting with Petrovich, the Tsar of Russia was impressed and therefore decided to adopt him as his son, thus bearing the name Petrovich, son of Peter. In 1705, Petrovich Ganibal was baptized into the Russian Orthodox Church, and thus Peter the Great became his godfather. He remained in the service of the palace until 1717, when at the behest of the Tsar, he was sent to Metz in the city of France to study mathematics and geometry. There, he was nicknamed the Tsar's Black Son. He would study military engineering at the French Royal Artillery Academy at Le Fère. From the French army, he would move to the Russian Imperial Army, where he would rise to the rank of a general. He was an excellent military engineer and was notable for many of the fortifications he created in his time. He is also remembered as the grandfather of Russia's greatest poet and writer, Alexander Pushkin. Apart from having a commonality in personalities, some of the influences of the Ottoman Empire on the Kanem-Bornu include dresses, as are evident in the palace guards, the red fez hat, and even the glass teacup. The harder you look, the more you see the influences. The relationship between the Ottomans and Kanem-Bornu, though lost to the ever-changing tides of history, can still be seen in the culture and fashion of modern-day Nigeria and other African countries that were once part of the empire, such as the wearing of the red fez hats among the Kanuri and the equestrian traditions of the successor states of the region. Truly, this shows us how small our world is.
Welcome to Two Empires Apart, coming soon.